Hey everybody, I just wanted to do a quick video. I know I haven't updated in a few days, and I'm doing it looking like this because this is a little bit of what this video is going to be about. I've been crying. I just want to talk for a minute about anxiety and depression. I have dealt with severe anxiety and depression. Honestly, I can honestly tell you since childhood. I mean, I know that. I wasn't diagnosed until much later, probably high school. But I know that I dealt with it in childhood. I was the child, I used to show horses. I grew up showing horses. So we would have to travel a lot, especially during the summers for shows. And I have a twin sister, and a lot of times my dad was there some of the time, but a lot of times it was just me and my twin sister and my mom. And, even when she would drive and we'd have to drive home after a weekend, and I'm talking like 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, I wouldn't sleep. Kids usually fall asleep. They're long drives. I would never fall asleep. I was constantly asking my mom, are you sure you're okay? Are you sure I was always afraid she was going to fall asleep at the wheel. Even though now, as an adult, I know that the likelihood of that is not, it's not just going to happen randomly. But I used to worry about it. Like, I could not fall asleep. I would be like nodding off and waking up. Are you sure you're okay? Like, that's just me. When I know there's a storm coming, storms, they're so cool to watch. My sister, if a tornado was coming right at her, she'd still be standing on the porch watching it. She thinks they're so cool. I think they're cool, but they terrify me. And they terrify me not just for myself, but the people around me. I'm a single mom. When I'm at home and it's going to storm, I always hope that the storm days, the kids are going to be with their dad, because I worry so much that something's going to happen and I won't be able to protect them. It's awful. And I've been like this my whole life. Like, if I know a storm's coming, I call up. My sister lives in Wyoming. My mom lives in Missouri. My mom's an hour and a half away, but that's close enough. I'm like, Mom, like, there's a storm coming. Be ready to go to the basement. That's just me. That's how I am. And it has affected my life so much. But so much worse the older I've gotten. It was really bad in high school, and it's just gotten so much worse. And I take medication. I even get overstimulated really easily. Like, if I start to feel a stressful situation, I can't handle it. I'll be honest, it's nothing for me to like be in the middle of something. Holidays are always very stressful for me. Time, like, I'm never late for anything. Time management is a huge thing for me. I'm never late. And if I'm with people who are going to be late and make me late, it affects me on a level. I'm not even mad at that person. It just affects me on a level that makes me physically ill. And I'll start to like snap. Like, I'll bite people's heads off. I'll get grumpy, and I always feel so terrible about it later. Sorry, my nose is running. I've been crying. And I always feel so terrible about it later. Like, it's horrible. And I wish I never had to deal with it. And I don't know how to stop. And I feel bad for my friends, and I feel bad for my family, because I'm a homebody. I'm a hermit. I don't like to go out and do things. I have friends all the time who ask me to go do things, and I feel like such a bad friend, because at the time the idea sounds amazing. But when it comes down to it, I have this social anxiety that's just crippling, and I don't want to go. And, sometimes I think that's why I'm still a single mom. But with this cancer diagnosis, I have had multiple people reach out to me and tell me how, I've been so positive and I've been so upbeat about this, and I have such a good outlook. And I do. And that's genuine. But I have my moments where I am just so overwhelmed. Today's one of those days. Actually, this whole week has been that way. I found out last Friday that the tumor board had met, and they found multifocal lesions in the imaging on both breasts. Not just the one that I've already got the cancer in, but both. And they just felt like we definitely have to have these biopsied. Well, I spoke with my genetic counselor on Monday for this gene mutation that I have, the ATM gene mutation. And between my age and the cancer already being here, the grade of the cancer, because it's super aggressive, it's the highest grade, you know, the mutation itself possibly causing reoccurrence. She basically told me, you know, there is no option. I had going into this, I thought I was going to have a lumpectomy. I just wanted to be more conservative. I am young, you know, the thought of losing my breasts isn't fun. I'm not a vain person. I mean, you guys, I've done how many videos now, and only one of them have I had makeup on with my hair down. Like, this is just me, and this is depression, and this is anxiety. And she basically told me there is no choice. You have to do this. You know, the chances of it coming back, even though there's still a chance, even with the mastectomy, the chances of it coming back are too great. You have to go through with this. And I was fine. I accepted that. I agree. I need to do what's going to save my life. I need to do what I can do to prevent everything, because I do have 2 small children. But this week has just been so overwhelming. And this is just the ugly truth about anxiety and depression and cancer, and then them compounding on each other. And there are truthfully days where I don't want to fight and I don't want to do this. And I'm not a suicidal person. I don't have thoughts of that. I don't. But there are some days where I just wake up and I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do it. I don't want treatment. I don't want surgery. I don't want to feel this way anymore. This was even before the cancer, but now definitely, like, I don't want to feel this anxiety. I don't want to feel this depression. I don't want to feel afraid of the day. And I don't even know what it is sometimes. I shake all the time. I don't even know if you guys can see. Like, all the time I'm shaking and I'm tense. I clench my jaw. I get TMJ so bad sometimes that through the night I'll clench so bad that I can barely open my mouth wider than like that all day long. And there's some days that I'm fine. But it's just been a really bad week for this. And I feel ashamed, and I shouldn't. Because mental illness is real, and unfortunately it runs in families. It does, and it's in my family. And it just settled in me very, very, very deeply. And I hate it, and I feel bad for everyone around me. But I don't know how to express to everyone without sounding like I'm being selfish or sounding like I'm a wuss. When I just say I can't do it, like I can't do today, you know. And it makes it hard with work. It makes it hard some days to just get out of bed and go. And I don't know. I just wanted to touch on this. I want to be transparent, and I wanted to be truthful about this journey. And this is part of it, for me at least. And it's scary. Because I don't know what's going to happen here and there. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I'm not having the biopsies now. Now that we know I'm having the double mastectomy, there's really no point to biopsy. I mean, if they're both going to be removed, they can do pathology on both breasts after the surgery. The only thing I need to do is, since there's possibility of cancer in this one, I need to have them, my oncologist wants them to go ahead and test the lymph nodes on this side as well as this side. But now I don't have to do the biopsy because they're going to be gone. You know, there's just no way around it. And I have got the biggest support system. You guys, like, my family is just amazing. My mom and my brother and my sister and my best friends, they are, phone call, they are putting together a benefit for me. And I just am so overwhelmed from all the love and the support and the kindness and the well wishes. Everyone's just amazing. People that, you know, I've fallen out of touch with have reached out to me, and it's just, I can't say thank you enough. And I feel bad saying this, but my anxiety is so bad that I have, for a brief moment today, I just was like, I don't want this. I don't want them to do it. Because not only do I have anxiety about things going around me, I have this huge fear of coming off selfish and conceited and like I'm just wanting for nothing. And I know that this is not nothing. Cancer is huge. And I'm going to have a lot of bills. I'm having surgery. I'm going to have chemo. I'm going to have reconstructive surgery and possibly radiation and appointments, because my surgeon is, my first appointment's March 4th and they're in St. Louis. So 2.5 hours away. So I'm going to be going back and forth for visits and my normal bills, and I'm going to miss work. There's going to be extended amounts of time where I can use my short-term disability and at least have something coming in, but there's going to be a lot of FMLA days where I don't have anything coming in and I don't have vacation time left. So I am so appreciative, and I know that people are amazing, and I know that my family is amazing and they want to help me, and I still partly just want to say don't do it. But that's anxiety, that's depression, that's worrying all the time. I'm worried that I'm coming off selfish over this, like, and I don't want to seem that way. It's just such a slippery slope to try to balance mental health. But I'm gonna do it, and I'll reach out to you guys again and I'll update you.